Buonasera paisani and welcome back to Big Mamas Gather live here on Instagram. Tonight's guest is a very special guest. She's French speaking, so I will be translating as much as I can for all you English speakers. Tonight's live is brought to you by, as always, Europa Coffee, the best coffee you can get here in Montreal, but we ship it out everywhere. Go to www.europacoffee.com and they ship it right to your door. It's a fantastic coffee. Support local business and you won't regret it. Hello, Montreal Cigars. That's another one of a local business, Montreal Cigars. They're doing currently a giveaway for Father's Day. Cigars, coffee, with the cup, with the cigar cutter. It's amazing. Check it out, Montreal Cigars. Tonight, my guest is Julie Lambert. She is from the Lighthouse. As you all know, I am part of the Italians of Montreal and Friends Association here in Montreal. I am the public relations representative, and as you can see, I purchased my personal t-shirt to support the causes and the organization that I belong to. So if you want to purchase a t-shirt like mine, just go on our online store. It's called Friends for the number 4 cause at myshopify.com. So friends for cause.myshopify.com, and you can purchase yourself a t-shirt. We also have masks. We have different types of masks. We now have a new addition to the store, which is a lot of cooking utensils. You can make your own pasta. You can make your gnocchi. So go check out the website. It's amazing. And of course, this is for you to help us support the causes we believe in. And we are avidly working all the time to come up with new strategies to raise money for Galileo, which is a school for children, well, not children, but students with special needs, students who have autism, who have Down syndrome, who have learning disabilities, as well as, of course, the Lighthouse. What is the Lighthouse? The Lighthouse is a palliative care center where children go to be children. There's a lot of volunteers there, and they work on 50% on donations. Although the government helps, it doesn't help 100%. So this is why we need to donate, and always we strive to help them out because they cater to all these children who are terminally ill, and the volunteers don't even know what the child has purposely so that they can be treated as children and not as the disease that they have. The only people that are aware of the disease of the child is the nurses that take care of them, as well as the doctors that cater to their special needs. So this place, I visited it a few times. It brought tears to my eyes. It gave me goosebumps. It's an amazing center where families can drop off their kids and take a break, as well as families who are on the verge of losing their child. They have a special section that's closed off and private where they can spend the last moments with their children, with the child that's passing on, and they even have a room for the siblings. So it's really a family unit, and they do an amazing job. They're wonderful people. The place is super clean. They have many activities for these children who are in wheelchairs or have difficulties. And I mean, it's just a wonderful cause to donate to because it touches my heart. I was blessed to have healthy children, but there are those that are not as fortunate, and therefore the Lighthouse caters to their needs, and it gives them a break. And at the end of the day, it makes the child feel like a child. So they really embrace the child. They make collages, they make photo shoots, they make momentums to remember the child by. They do hand prints, they do footprints. It's an amazing place, and this is why I support it, because I've seen what they're doing with the kids that they cater to, and it's just overwhelming how much dedication they put into helping these kids and these families. So this is why I joined the Italians of Montreal and Friends to help out these causes. Another thing I want to mention is that Dormez-vous, which I guess it's in Quebec, it's called Dormez-vous, but across Canada, it's called Sleep Comfort, donated an immense amount of beddings, mattresses, bed sheets, pillows, all that conform to the needs and necessities of the children for this palliative care center of the Lighthouse. So that's just an amazing, generous gesture that we got. People are just flooding in to want to help. And all you have to do is just purchase something online, purchase one of our merchandise, our products, and you will be assured that the proceeds from those purchases will go to Galileo and to the Lighthouse. Galileo, not long ago, opened up a sensory room, and I visited that too. And it is so calming, so relaxing, and these kids need it. These students need it if they feel anxiety, if they feel overwhelmed in a classroom. It's their escape, just to go and relax for a few minutes, for 20 minutes, and just wind down so that they can take up their activities later on in the day. The teachers even use it. It's a wonderful place. So we helped build and create this for Galileo, which is another big step that we took in helping the causes that we believe in. So this is why I post often, and I encourage everyone from everywhere to buy our merchandise online at, like I said, I'm going to repeat myself. It's friends4cause.myshopify.com. If you are local, we'll even save you the shipping. We'll deliver it ourselves, probably myself or other members of the Association of the Amici. And you'll save yourself a few cents there, a few dollars with the shipping. And if not, then we'll ship it out to you. And the shipping cost isn't, an exorbitant amount of money. It's just to get it to your place safely and in one piece. So that's my cause. That's what I'm doing. So tonight I want to speak we're going to speak with Julie Lambert, that's from the Lighthouse. She's going to talk more about what they offer, how they cater to the children, what they're all about, and what their mission is. And this is why we fused together with them to help them. Hi from New Jersey. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining. So let's see if Julie is on, and we can welcome Julie. And like I said, she speaks French, but I will do my best to translate. Julie Lambert. Here we go. Here's Julie. So, translate. We'll take a few pauses, and I'll make you understand everything that's going on. Bonsoir, Julie. Ça va bien?
Allô, Léa, ça va bien, toi?
Ça va, merci. Alors,
Merci.
comme je disais en anglais, tu comprends l'anglais?
Oui.
J'ai introduit un peu le but du Lighthouse, du port des enfants et familles. J'ai visité plusieurs fois et j'ai été touchée par les techniques que vous utilisez pour les enfants, pour les faire sentir comme un enfant et pas comme une maladie.
Tout à fait.
Alors, c'est quelque chose de très grand que vous faites pour ces familles et ces enfants. Et donc, je voulais t'inviter pour que tu puisses parler de votre mission et de votre fonctionnement au fort.
Bien, premièrement, merci de l'invitation. Puis, deuxièmement, my God, quelle belle introduction. On dirait que tu fais mon travail et que c'est incroyable. C'est parfait, dans le fond, tout ce que tu as dit. Ben, si je peux renchérir, je vais parler un petit peu pour commencer du COVID-19.
Oui.
Donc, juste vous dire qu'au phare, on a pris vraiment les précautions nécessaires. Évidemment qu'on ne peut pas du tout jouer avec ça. Dans le fond, ce qu'on fait en ce moment, c'est qu'on est vraiment sur la première ligne du système de la santé. Donc, il y a des enfants qui vont qui vont être plus sur la fin de vie, qui vont venir au phare pour vivre le reste de leur jour, au lieu de le faire peut-être à l'hôpital, où est-ce qu'en ce moment, il y a un petit peu plus de... C'est peut-être un petit peu plus chaotique, puis c'est normal, là. Je veux dire, l'hôpital est occupé à autre chose pour le moment. Et on a aussi réouvert pour les adultes qui étaient partis, qui sont encore vivants. On donne du répit aux parents, là, vu que c'est la COVID et tout ça. Donc, je sais que tu veux traduire, donc je peux te laisser peut-être.
So, as Julie is explaining, because of the COVID, they couldn't cater to the children like they usually do, and they had to be extra cautious because these kids have a life-threatening disease, and therefore they're more prone to getting the COVID. So they took many measures to prevent the spread of the COVID within the lighthouse, but also still maintain the catering that they do to the families. And they even introduced, because after 18 years old, if the child is still alive, thankfully, they're no longer able to visit the lighthouse and stay there. But now they've taken the step to welcome them back because of the COVID, so that the families can have some quiet time alone with their child, and just kind of break away from what's going on in the world, and also give them that quiet time when the child is at their last moments, rather than being in a hospital where it's very chaotic. And right now the hospital is even more chaotic because of the COVID, and there's more of a risk of anyone else getting it. So they're catering to that. And like I said before, they have a section for the end of life family, as well as the siblings, the parents, the child. So like I've said, they're striving to accommodate everybody. They're striving to stay safe, to stay clean, to avoid contamination, but also to cater, which is the main thing, to cater to these children who are at the end of life or are fighting to live, because we don't know when we're going to lose them. Alors, continue.
Ben, c'est ça. Donc, c'est très bien expliqué. Évidemment que notre mission, elle n'a pas du tout changé. Par contre, elle s'est un petit peu transformée avec les événements actuels. Aussi, ce qu'on a fait, c'est qu'on a appelé chaque parent pour savoir comment ça allait à la maison, dans l'isolement, des fois la pauvreté. Donc, on a vraiment pris le temps notre travailleuse sociale, Marion, a pris le temps d'appeler toutes les familles qui sont au phare ou qui sont déjà passées au phare pour savoir comment ça allait. Et ça a été extrêmement apprécié, évidemment.
Wow. So like she said, they even reached out to the families one by one. And I'm telling you, it's not 10, it's not 5, it's a lot of families. They reached out to each and every family that's been to the lighthouse, or that is a repetitive visitor at the lighthouse, to see how they're doing, how things are going at home, and how they're coping, because obviously some families don't have the financial means. So the fact that they lost their job or they're not working, so they touch base with each and every family on a personal level to see how they're doing. That's how much they care. So guys, seriously, the lighthouse, it gives me goosebumps. It's an amazing, amazing place. It's like heaven on earth for these people, for these families, for these children. And this is why my heart is all for helping the lighthouse, because they need our help. And like Julie mentioned, and I'm sure she's going to continue talking about it, usually there's many events that happen throughout the year where they do fundraisers to help with the expenses that the lighthouse incurs. Although the government helps, they still have to go collect a bunch of money. So now that we're not having these parties, we're not having these fundraisers, they're struggling as well, because they're running out, but yet they still want to maintain the norm of catering the way they usually do. And now obviously they have to get hand sanitizer, they have to get gloves, they have to get all the PPE uniforms. So this costs more money. And therefore, they're looking for ways to raise funds during this time of COVID.
Oui, effectivement. Honnêtement, évidemment, on a tous chacun des portefeuilles, si on veut, différents. Le mien a été le plus touché parce que je suis aux événements. Donc, on avait une belle année devant nous. Vraiment, ça allait être une année record, je vous dirais, aux activités bénéfices pour le phare.
Wow.
Et on a vu ça en début d'année fiscale s'effondrer là, à cause du COVID. Notre cocktail annuel aussi qui a été cancellé, qui est un cocktail annuel qui rapporte plus de 500 000 $ par année.
Wow!
Donc, oui, on doit vraiment se creuser les méninges pour trouver des nouvelles façons de faire du financement. Et je voulais vous dire honnêtement, pour le faire et de façon personnelle, ça me touche énormément de vouloir lever la main pour nous. Puis ça me touche personnellement aussi parce que ça veut dire qu'au-delà du travail, là, il y a comme un lien qui s'est tissé. Puis je vous en remercie énormément.
Oh, c'est notre plaisir parce que, comme j'ai dit, on a visité. Alors, ça nous a touché même chacun de nous personnellement dans un niveau personnel. Pas juste de voir une photo, mais d'avoir l'expérience de parcourir l'emplacement et de voir la façon que vous fonctionnez. So, I'm just going to translate. Unfortunately, because of the COVID, they had to cancel their annual cocktail, which would bring in usually $500,000. So they're out that money because it had to be canceled because of COVID. And she's also touched that the Italians of Montreal and Friends are interlocked with the Lighthouse in a way that it became a friendship and not just a cooperation or a collaboration. And it's true. When you're there, you feel like you're part of the family. You don't feel like an outsider. You feel very welcomed. The staff, the volunteers, Julie is amazing. She's so wonderful. And like the welcoming that we get and the appreciation of what the Amici have been doing for the Lighthouse is very visual. It's very evident. And so the fact that they appreciate so much what we do, we strive harder and better to continue to raise these funds for the Lighthouse because they're doing an amazing job. It's really, I have no words to describe it in a better way, but the Lighthouse, God forbid, would be the best place I would bring my child to live their last moments or even just to take a break, because parents with kids who have these special needs, I mean, it's a 24-hour. They don't sleep, they don't eat, they don't go out, they have no social life. They're basically cocooned and catering to their child. So to have, let's say, even a weekend without their child, but knowing that their child is going to be taken care of just as well as they would do it, it's like a relax, it's a release for them. And so this is why I believe so much in the Lighthouse, because without them, what would these families do?
Puis surtout en ce moment, là, les familles, la maladie n'a pas arrêté. Donc, on trouve ça difficile hein, dans nos vies, le COVID. Bon, on est à la maison ou tout ça, mais imaginez eux qui avaient déjà une vie difficile. Donc, c'est pour ça que le Lighthouse doit vraiment rester ouvert, doit vraiment continuer de servir. Et j'allais dire justement, puis il y a eu une belle histoire dernièrement grâce à votre groupe aussi. Un monsieur, mais là son nom m'échappe, je l'ai pas, mais qui a acheté, il y a une jeune fille qui est plus en fin de vie et qui avait de la difficulté à marcher. Donc elle voulait une voiturette et ce monsieur a fait un don pour la voiturette qui est une Jeep rose magnifique et elle est toujours dans sa voiturette.
Oui, c'est Monsieur Rosario. Je me souviens pas de son nom de famille. C'est Rosario, oui. Aussitôt qu'il a su qu'on avait besoin, il s'est lancé. Il dit, OK, je m'en occupe. So there was a little girl who had trouble walking, and her wish was to have an electric car. You know, the ones the kids drive. Well, Mr. Rosario, who is also one of our supporters, our partner in supporting our causes, was the first to throw himself and say, okay, it's taken care of. I got it. I'll deal with the cost. Get her that car. So he got her a nice pink Jeep and made her wish come true, made her dream come true. He made that little girl so happy. And this is why we do what we do, to bring happiness, to make these children be happy and live the last days, weeks, hours of their life with a smile on their face. We want them to go happy. We know we're going to lose them, but we want their life to be happy, and we want them to fulfill whatever dream that they want to fulfill, because it is their last moments. And unfortunately, they won't live to be 80. They won't live to see many things in their life like everybody else. Unfortunately, their life has been cut short. So to make a child's dream come true is a true privilege.
Puis je pense aussi que vous avez bien intégré les valeurs du phare. Tu sais, souvent, les gens, ils me demandent comment je fais pour travailler là, tu sais, au phare, parce que bon, c'est quand même une réalité difficile. Mais je pense que vous avez bien compris qu'on fait partie de la solution pour quelque chose qui est de toute façon fatal. Donc, on doit vraiment être là pour aider ces familles-là. Puis je trouve ça beau de voir, là, comme je disais dernièrement, Marion, la travailleuse sociale, qui s'est transformée pour s'adapter au COVID. Tout le monde a fait des pieds et des mains là, pour s'adapter au COVID dernièrement. Puis notre mission reste la même. C'est sûr qu'à la maison, nous, à l'administration, on travaille de la maison pour être sûr de laisser la place au personnel soignant. La maison s'est adaptée, mais il y a toujours du répit. C'est la même chose. On continue de rire, de jouer, mais de façon totalement sécuritaire. Et ils ont même mis dans leur visière, les intervenants, ils ont dessiné des petits chats pour pas faire peur aux enfants.
Mais oui, bon. So you see, they still try to they still try to keep it status quo. They still try to function as they used to, although some of them work from home. And Marion, the social worker, took on a new role of integrating into her tasks to contact these families. And Julie was saying that the workers that are there now, the nurses, the doctors, the volunteers, they wear a shield. But in order for them not to scare the kids, they put stickers all over it. So they decorated their face shield in order for the kids to accept it easier and not to be so afraid, and to realize, okay, it's part of a game, or it's part of their uniform, just so that the kid doesn't get intimidated and feel fearful. C'est une idée extraordinaire.
Oui, on est vraiment créatifs. Donc c'est ça, le faire continue, le faire de besoin de la population, dans le fond, qui veut l'aider encore plus que jamais. On a quand même encore 2,8 millions à amasser cette année.
Oh, wow.
Donc, on veut pas fermer nos portes, on veut continuer à être là. Alors, voilà.
Absolument. Et ça fait 11 ans que vous êtes ouvert, c'est ça?
Ça fait 11 ans que la maison est ouverte. Ça fait 21 ans que l'organisme existe.
Wow. Okay. So it's 11 years that the lighthouse, the building, has been in existence, but it's 20 years, combien?
21 ans.
Oh, 21 years that the organization of the lighthouse has been around. And this year, they really need your help. They need our help, because they still need $2.8 million to collect in order to continue what they've been doing and to stay open and to cater to these families and these children that's so needed so much. So I urge all of you to either you could donate directly to the lighthouse, or you can donate through the Amici by buying our merchandise or our on our online store. Whatever you guys decide to do, it's all welcome, because we want them to stay open. We want them to continue, and we encourage them and support them in their mission of catering to these families, these children, and making them feel like children, not a disease, not that they have a death sentence, but no, you live the day, you enjoy the day, and you have to remember to smile.
Totally.
Totally. Ah, c'est bon, c'est bon. Alors, Julie, je te remercie beaucoup d'avoir venu sur mon live. J'espère que ça a aidé un peu tous ceux qui sont à l'écoute de pouvoir faire une donation, ou d'être même plus informés auprès du fort de qu'est-ce que c'est, de qu'est-ce que ça entoure. Parce que des fois, je parle avec du monde, puis c'est quoi ça? Mais là, c'est ça. C'est pour les enfants qui sont en fin de vie ou qui ont une maladie qu'il n'y a pas de guérison, il n'y a pas de solution autre que la mort qui s'en vient. Alors, vous êtes là pour allévier les parents, les enfants, et leur faire sentir plus important comme un enfant, parce que les âges, c'est de naissance à 18 ans, même plus. Alors, oui, l'enfant a besoin d'une enfance, même s'ils ont une maladie. Et
totalement.
C'est qu'est-ce que vous faites, et je lève mon chapeau à vous. Continuez à faire qu'est-ce que vous faites. On va essayer notre mieux de vous encourager, de vous aider pour quoi que ce soit vos besoins. Et j'encourage tout le monde à faire un don, soit directement à vous ou parmi les amis d'Italiens. D'une façon ou d'une autre, l'argent s'en vient chez vous. Alors, voudrais-tu mentionner où ils peuvent faire le don, c'est quoi le site, ou comment ils peuvent vous trouver?
En français, en ce moment, on est dans une campagne d'urgence. Okay. Donc, c'est Prêtons main forte. C'est prêtons avec au pluriel, main forte au singulier.
Je vais l'écrire parce que je vais l'oublier.
Oui, c'est ça, c'est excellent. Donc, prêtonsmainforte.com.
Main, c'est pluriel?
Main, c'est singulier.
Main forte.
Forte singulier aussi.
Forte.com?
Ouais.
Okay. Okay, so guys, if you want to donate, it's in French, but I will put it in my comment when I post my live. It's called Prêtons. I'm going to put it here. I don't know if it's backwards. Prêtons main forte, which means lend a strong hand.
I have in English, but I don't have my ordinateur open yet, so.
Tu peux me l'envoyer tantôt, puis je vais le mettre. Je vais l'inclure.
Perfect.
So there's an English one too, but right now she doesn't remember it. But in French, it's prêtonsmainforte.com. I will put it in my comments so you guys can click and log on and go take a look. You could also follow the Lighthouse. It's also in French because we're in Quebec. So it's called Le Fort des Familles et Enfants. It's on Instagram. It's on Facebook. They have a nice montage of the kids there, of the activities they do. There's pictures. There's a little videos. They have a nice page set up so that people can be more aware of what's going on at the Lighthouse. And this, I'm sure, will touch your hearts, and hopefully you will donate to the lighthouse to encourage them to stay open and give them that support that they need in order to cater to these kids. Alors, en concluant, Julie, ça m'a fait plaisir de te voir, même si c'est pas en personne.
Moi aussi.
Merci beaucoup d'être venue sur mon live et continue, tiens ton bout, tenez fort, on vous soutient, on est là pour vous.
Excellent, merci beaucoup,
Merci.
bonne soirée.
Bye.
Bye.
So guys, there you have it, the lighthouse. The lighthouse is an amazing place. It's a safe haven, it's a shelter, it's a refuge for all these families dealing with their child with a terminal illness. And look, they've even opened up their hearts, their doors to those who are no longer able to be part of the lighthouse because they turned 18, because at 18 it's a cutoff point, because this is the age of adulthood. And yet they've reached out to everyone that they've catered to, because at the end of the day, when you meet the lighthouse, you become part of their family. You become part of their entourage, and it's an amazing place. It's wonderful to experience, although it's a sad situation because the children are going to be passing on, but they make it, they put a twist to it, and they don't make it as grim, as painful. And they also keep in touch with those that have lost their children that have gone to the lighthouse, which is nice. So the contact is always there. They always touch base with their families, and it's just an amazing organization. And this is exactly why the Italians of Montreal and friends strive, and we break our heads to figure out strategies to raise money for the lighthouse and Galileo, because we believe in what they're doing. We've seen what they are capable of doing, but obviously this takes money, it takes financial support, and therefore this is why we have merchandise, we do galas, we do get-togethers, we do whatever it takes in order to help them alleviate their financial distress and their financial problems. So guys, once again, I will encourage you all to visit the online store, myshopify.com. We have a lot of merchandise that's there available. We have masks, we have hand sanitizers, and like a big variety. I can't go through it all. We have t-shirts like the one I'm wearing for men, for women, black and white. We have caps. We have it all. We're trying to grow our online store in order to cater for your for your liking. Also, something else that just came to mind. Wish is a company here in Montreal, in Ville Saint Laurent, that just opened a couple of weeks ago. That they have a supply of hand sanitizers, gloves, masks, and I was notified today that Wish, this company Wish, donated 96 hand sanitizer bottles to the lighthouse in order for them to not contaminate the lighthouse and their kids, their staff with the COVID. So this is another show of a generous gesture by Wish. I mean, it's amazing the outpour of support that we get, the outpour of generosity. I mean, Dormebu donated the beddings. We have Rosario, who donated the Jeep to the little girl who wanted one. We have Wish, who's donating the hand sanitizer. I mean, it's enormous. It's an enormous feeling, an enormous generosity that we're being shown by all these people that know us, that help us with our galas. And so it's amazing. I have Ella's promise here. Yes, Ella's promise. This is a parent, guys, a parent that has a child in palliative care who I met at our bowling last year, and she wants to come on. So I'm going to have her come on. She's going to discuss her experience at the lighthouse because her daughter has gone there. Let me see if I find her. Where is she? Here she is. Okay, Ella's Terry. So we're going to welcome Terry from Ella's Promise to see if, oh, I don't see her. Terry, if you want to come on, you can request it. Let me try again. Yeah, she had she has her daughter who's been to the lighthouse, and she also sells hair accessories to raise funds for the lighthouse. She doesn't keep one penny. She makes them handmade, scrunchies, bows, headbands. She makes them all, and she donates every penny to the lighthouse. So this is proof that it touches our hearts, and it's a very important organization that we want to support for all these kids. I don't see her responding. Oh, she's gone. There she is.
Oh my
Hi,
God,
Terry.
sorry, hi.
How are you?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm good. I see your ceiling.
I'm sorry. I wasn't anticipating to come on, and then I saw you and I was like, oh my God, I should have joined this.
Well, here you are. So
I
you
look
as a parent,
terrible.
you've you used the services of the lighthouse for your daughter. So
Yes, I have.
I'm gonna let you do the talking. You explain how you came across the lighthouse and what they've done for yourself, your family, your daughter. So go ahead.
Well, my daughter, when she was about 1.5, was declared palliative, and so they referred us to the lighthouse, and we had to actually see numerous doctors and per other professionals to be approved to be part of the lighthouse. And it's not an easy process. You know, they told us originally that we weren't accepted. Now we had to reapply, and we had to, you know, because they couldn't accept a lot of people because they don't have the funds to just accept everybody who's palliative.
Mm-hmm.
So we said, okay, well, you know, I spoke with my doctors. I said, look, she's palliative. How come we're not getting this? You know, it was because when you see it, you really understand it. It's like you want your child to have that opportunity because it's an amazing, amazing place.
Yeah.
And so I fought. I said, I'm going to fight tooth and nail to make sure she gets to go there. You know, like she might not do well, she won't do any much in her life, and this is one place that I want her to go and experience. And you know, when she goes there, like even the other kids, like they're happy to see her, and the staff is happy to see her, and it's just like that's what you want. You just want your kid to be happy, you know.
Exactly.
So things like that is just what a parent wants.
Exactly. And I mean, I visited a few times, and it's just a wonderful place. It caters to all their needs. It caters to their, from their diet to their play toys to the swings. I mean, the beds, everything caters to their needs. They even have an indoor heated pool for the kids.
Yes, they do. They do. And it's really amazing what they do. They bring them in the pool, and it's kind of like a hot tub because it's so warm.
Yeah.
My son and my other daughter love to go there because they get to, you know, play in this really hot pool. But it's really amazing. It's so when I asked them, I said, look, what can I do? Because for those who don't know, they don't charge parents to bring their children there. It's free.
It's all free.
So I said, what can I do? I have to do something. And they said, well, you could just help spread awareness, you know, because many people don't know about it. Like until I was you know, introduced to it, I had no idea. And then I said, you know what? I said, I'm gonna do this, and I've received such an overwhelming like amount of support. Not only like were we able to donate, you know, thousands of dollars already this year to the lighthouse, but we were just the support and just the awareness that we're creating is amazing.
Yes, yes, it is. And that's what it is. It's word of mouth. If you don't talk about it, no one will know. And I like what you created, Ella's Promise.
Yes.
You make all kinds of hair accessories, scrunchies.
Yes.
You're wearing one now, headbands.
I'm always wearing them.
And you don't even keep a penny for yourself for
No, I mean I cover the cost of it, but I donate all the fund, the proceeds for that.
Yeah, so you're one of you know, one of many supporters of the lighthouse. But it's nice that you came on tonight because they can hear it from how do you say, the horse's mouth. You
That's
are
right.
who has been at the lighthouse, who has used their services, and like you said, it's free for these families, and they
That's
need
it.
our support so much.
I'm so happy to have joined, you guys early on this year. I really hope we can continue to have those charity events and raise all this money for them, because when I go to the lighthouse and I tell them, or we just say the Italians of Montreal, everybody, the nurses, the PABs, everybody knows what the Italians of Montreal have done for them, and they are so grateful. So you guys should be very proud, and like I'm proud to just have done a few things with you guys, and it's been amazing. Just to know you guys, it's amazing.
Thank you. Well, look, like we were, I mean, we became aware of the lighthouse, and we said we have to help these kids. We have to help these kids. And when we visited, it just underlined it even more. It gave us the motivation, the dedication to want to donate, to want to strive to raise the funds for them to continue what they were doing. I mean, the place is spotless. It's like a spa. It's like a spa.
Yes.
The spa, and it's just amazing. I mean, I'm an adult, and I would love to go there for a weekend. I mean,
well, they have a family suite, right? So we stayed there for a weekend, the whole 5 of us, big Italian family.
Wow.
It was, I thought it was going to be crazy. Told my husband we are going to probably go crazy with a baby and 3 kids in one like space, and it was everything but. Like, they had volunteers to play with my son, and they had things for my baby, and it was just amazing. I can't even say enough about it, really.
You see, yeah, and people like that are outside the box, like myself. I've never been there. We don't know unless we're told. I mean, unless you speak about this, nobody would know. So I'm so happy and grateful that you're on tonight, because you are living proof that the Lighthouse is doing an amazing job in catering to families, to the kids, to the siblings, to everybody. They think of everybody. They don't leave anybody out. And it's just, you became a family with them.
That's exactly it. We've become a family, and it's not only for me. Like I said, my son, when he knows we were going to the lighthouse, he's so happy. He's so happy. And like, so it makes everybody happy, really. And that's
absolutely, you create a bond that can't be broken anymore, because you've experienced so much together. And what I appreciate from the lighthouse, it's not like any other place, like a hospital or a doctor's office, where out of sight, out of heart. I mean, even though there are families that have lost their child, they still keep in contact with these people. They still touch base with them, because there's a mourning period. But I mean, you always remember your child. Your child is your child. So these people that have lost their children, even though they've lost their children, they still have a link with the lighthouse, and they're always there to help.
That's it. I'll never forget, like, even meeting other parents there. That's one thing, like, in this, when you're going through this, like, even people have lost a child, or if you're in the process of losing a child, there's not many people that have lost children.
Yeah, you feel alone.
So you do feel a little bit alone. Everybody says, "Oh, I can't imagine what you're going through," but when there's actually people that know what you've gone through,
they know how to,
or that what you're going through, and so many people have it so much worse than we do.
Yeah.
It just really like changes your world. I'm like, I can't even explain to you. I'll never forget this one boy who was at the lighthouse, and he was born healthy, normal, and the father was telling me that he adopted him from Asia, and at around 8 years old, he just stopped walking, stopped everything. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. Obviously, this brought turmoil, because it brings a lot of friction to a marriage if a marriage is not stable. And him and his wife broke up. They had this child who they adopted, who they pay a lot of money for, because it's not free to adopt. And he told me, he goes, "Now my kid is dying and I don't have anybody."
Yeah, it's a lonely place to be. Yeah, absolutely.
And he goes, the lighthouse really changed that for him, because it kind of gave him like a little bit of hope in this whole, process.
Yeah, it creates like your own support group, because it's people that have gone through or are going through the same thing. So you can relate to those people, where someone that hasn't gone through that process or hasn't been living through it has no words to comfort you, because they don't know what you're feeling.
That's exactly it. That's what everybody tries to do to us. They're like, "Oh, we can only imagine what you're going through." Yeah, you could only imagine. But
you can't imagine it, because you haven't gone through it. But those that have gone through it, they know exactly how you're feeling. They know exactly what you're going through. They know your emotions. They know your state of mind. So they are the best ones to support you. to encourage you, to give you that comfort that you're looking for, even though you want to go with family or friends that don't understand. Those people become your family and friends because you're going through the same thing they're going through, and you can relate on such a different level that you can't explain it.
That's exactly it.
Well, I thank you very much for coming on my live.
Thank you for having me even under these
her
search.
scrunchies and her hair ties and her headbands, just go to Ella's_promise here on Instagram. You can contact Terry. She'll make you them. She'll show you what she has, and she will donate every penny that you pay for your beauty products to the lighthouse.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for raising awareness about the lighthouse. It's very important to me and to all the parents and children there. Thank you very much to everybody for listening, and the Italians of Montreal, we love you.
Thank you. Thank you. We try our best. Thank you so much. Take care. Say hi to family.
You.
Be safe. Stay healthy.
Thank you. Same to you.
Bye-bye. So there you have it, people. She's a parent. Terry's a parent that has a child in palliative care. She knows what it's like to have a child with these needs. She's been to the lighthouse. She supports it. So I encourage all of you to support the Italians of Montreal and Friends, or directly to the lighthouse. The money all goes to the same place anyway. But if you want to buy our merchandise, just go on friends4cause.myshopify.com, purchase an item, enjoy wearing it, flaunt it. Everybody knows us. And at the end of the day, the proceeds go to the lighthouse. Next time, I don't know when, I still have to talk to Martina. I will have Martina, the principal of Galileo, who is a school for students with special needs such as autism, Down syndrome, and learning disabilities. She will come on and talk to all of you about their mission and what they're doing for these students. And this is why I'm part of this organization. This is why the Italians of Montreal and Friends strive and strategize ways of raising funds, because we believe in them, and we literally see that we're making a difference with what we're doing, and this is what motivates it. So USA, a mess, get a word out. Yeah, I know the USA is going crazy. Yes, I understand. I don't want to get into politics. So guys, it's almost 8:45. It's been a long live. Thank you very much. I hope to see you soon. E come sempre, ci vediamo presto. Salutiamo.